Hi there, and we're talking Agile again, and welcome Rajesh.
Thank you very much.
We're talking Agile coaches today, and like all coaches, they vary in quality.
They do indeed.
What makes a good Agile coach?
It's a very vast question, so we can talk for hours and hours, but because we got very limited time, I would say a good Agile coach is someone who is outcome driven, someone who cares about the delivery of outcomes and values for the teams and organizations they are working with. So they are the people who are bringing a lot of experience, but they are focusing on what to deliver, mainly the values and outcomes for someone who matters.
For someone who matters. So I guess they're very, very inquisitive.
They are indeed very inquisitive.
And I guess it's not business as usual.
It is not business as usual. They are inquisitive in the terms, so there is a term called Socrates method, or it's not really a term, it's a method.
Yeah.
And good Agile coaches use Socrates method where they ask questions, although there are many other aspects of Agile coaching as well.
Yeah. So what attributes would they have, Rajesh?
A number of attributes are there for good Agile coaches. They have, first of all, they have the battle scars. They have a lot of experience in not just in one field, but in many other fields as well. So they are very experienced. They are bringing a lot of experience to the table, and that experience is based on a number of other things, number of projects, number of domains, industries that they have worked in.
So by battle scars, that doesn't always mean wins, does it? It can mean some losses along the way.
No, not at all. Not the wins only. It's, basically, I would say battle scars means an Agile coach is bringing their failure stories as well. Yeah, because they have learned from those failures.
Yeah.
So attributes, they bring a lot of experience. They bring a lot of enthusiasm to the team. They have the battle scars. And they are good storytellers. Good Agile coaches are good listeners.
Yep.
They are not per se, I won't say they are trainers. There is a difference in that. But good Agile coaches are mentors, they are friends, because the team members can talk to them, or even the senior managers can talk to them openly.
Yeah.
There is a thin line, or there is some overlap between Agile coaching and I would say psychological support. Yeah?
Yes.
So at one of the upcoming conferences, I'm chairing a panel where we are talking about whether a few Agile coaches, they are stepping on the other side of the line, which is getting into the personal side of people.
Yeah.
So good Agile coaches don't usually get into the personal aspects of people, but they maintain the balance.
Mm-hmm.
They focus on the outcomes. Even though they are not accountable for the outcomes, they are the responsible party. They are one of the interested parties there.
Yeah. And Agile coaching is, in some aspects, some organisations, they're treating it much like a commodity. So
that's a sad thing that is happening.
Yeah. What makes a fake Agile coach, Rajesh?
Right. It's an interesting question. What makes an Agile, a fake Agile coach? Someone who doesn't have the stories to tell. Their successes, their failures, someone who is not bringing as much experience. So one of the stories or anecdotes one of the community members told me recently was there was a guitar teacher and they have suddenly become an Agile coach because they took a 2-day training course. So fake Agile coaches, they don't bring a lot of experience. They stick to one specific frameworks because they don't know the width of different industries. So they're not bringing that kind of experience there. They stick to one framework or one technique, and they're unable to support people as a coach. Which is again mentoring and supporting and being a friend and being a listener.
So look for substance when you're appointing an Agile coach.
I would say lack of substance is how you can identify a fake Agile coach.
Rajesh, thank you so much for your input on Agile coaches.
Thank you, my pleasure.